And I switched to I'm using a smaller brush further down the tree, and I made it slimmer so that its angles would be different, so that it can increase the size as I go down like I normally do. Yeah, it changes the angle, so it adds additional depth and texture to the tree. Not quite as fast as him just coming through and tapping at it, but again, his wrist and the brush is an incredibly complicated tool that is difficult for Photoshop to simulate. Let's bring that in. I'm going to do that. Make it like that. Not bad. And we'll come back in with this tool here. He shall have a friend. Come, friend. Be built a tree. There we go. Here. Kick there. Tilt this way. There you go. Not bad. Not a bad little tree. What do you got going on? Thin those up a bit. That's what feels right. Okay, that does feel right. Cool. And then we'll come here in a separate layer, a separate brush. Let's see, what's your size? You're being made. Let's do that. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I'm futzing with that. Alright. So now we're going to use the tilt tool to keep that straight. Come back in with the high res evergreen tool. Shrink it down appropriately the size. Get rid of the spacing on it. Twist, change the size a bit. change the angle to keep the brushes from being too conforming, too predictable. We're doing on time. Okay, we've about reached the 30-minute mark. Let's come in here and poke at this for a moment. Just tapping in some roughage here. Feels right. So I got the brush upside down. I drew it in with the brush going upward, and now I'm tapping in and supplementing the trees with brush strokes that go in the opposite direction to give it some additional flavor, some character. Come in, I erase, keep it trim. There we go, not bad. Okay, so let's see. Next thing we're doing is, I think I heard him say that we're going to be laying down some snow. Eraser tool, 60% opacity. Just pointing down some of these sticks that he was talking about. I can just reference this over here. Okay, so let's see. There, I'm going to use the lower resolution brush for an eraser. So I'm using the high brush resolution to dust this stuff in. And I'm using the fence tool to soften it by pulling up and down. Then I'm using the low res brush, 100% eraser, to come in and erase. Like you add and then you subtract, you add and you subtract. So I blurred to break up the texture, and then I erased, so it pops out a little better. Not bad. So we come in here, we'll shrink it down appropriately and dust this across the tree that we have already. There, and then we're going to use this tool to let's pull out the snow a little bit, pulling it down. You come with this brush, we're going to erase it. So that it blends in but doesn't overwhelm. The darkness is underneath it. Smudge tool again, just tapping and pulling on it. I'm just trimming the edges a little bit, just making sure that it's not hanging out in space. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so then there, here, change our angle. Reduce our size, but the same process. I'm going to pay attention to the angles a little bit better because this tree is a little larger. Come back through here. There we go, not bad. I'm going to take this brush, angle it just a bit, and just pull on the snow that I put into the tree, just to soften it a bit. And I kind of throw the eraser again and just tap at what's in there just to soften it up. Change the angle, increase the size. Thin that up, dust it in, smudge it out, erase it a bit, brush.